I'm back with another Bionicle Let's Build. So we got Lehvak here. As you know, we've built the claw form of this guy before, or maybe you don't know. So I've done that before. So today I figured we can build the previous Bohrok form. This is when they first started invading. So we get the wonderful Bohrok here. Still the same sort of canister design, pretty much. Let's see if I have the other canister near me. I do. Compared to the claw, difference is art style mainly, and the green is actually a lot more brighter on this one, so it's kind of interesting there. And of course, you have back differences and stuff like that. But let's get on to the main little appeal of it all. So as you see there, you got all the nice little artwork there, and of course the chrono right there. So look at all that cool stuff there. More cool stuff. I love how they have a clear window in their heads instead of like how the claw had the like all just silver body or whatever. So that is really cool to see like the little head in the inside of that. And I do actually have another one of these guys. I don't know if I'll build the other one on camera or not, but we do actually have another one. So it is very cool to see a bunch of them. Got Bohrok here and Lehvak. I figured we could do at least one of them on camera. If y'all do want to see the other one be built on camera, then I can do that one as well. I just wanted to just show off a little bit of the fun there. And of course, you got the Bohrok symbol at the top there. And of course, all the pieces inside. And not much really to it. Just 2002 Lego. And of course, the Bohrok, as you know, wake one, wake all. So let's get into the fun of this. And I was about to be like, where's I put my knife at? It's in my pocket. So I'm going to sit down and just do a nice little... Oop, oop. I say that as I poorly not do a good cut at all. I think I need to swap out my knife blades here. Let's see. Try to just cut it into it, but I might just do it the way they want me to. Well, trying to see if I can just... Whoop, come on. It's not very easy to just let me slice on down through, is it? So let me just whoop. Okay, I might just have to do it the one way they probably wanted me to do it originally. So just whoop. See, there we go. Which that worked way better than I expected it to. So pretty much it has the fun little thing there, and of course the sticker is slightly peeled off on that, and of course it just does a nice little divot peel right there. Which, to be honest, I don't really care too much. This is all for my own purposes there. And, of course, you have the little lid holder right there. Because the back part here, if you actually peel it off, it makes this really nice display. I won't be doing that, but it is cool to know. And I'm going to take off some of the other ones, because that will bother me for myself. Because I'm a person who will get bothered by little random pieces flabbing around. But there is the inside of the canister there. Pretty much nice and easy. You got the instructions, which are all nicely compacted in there. Sad part about this is they get really bent up, so they kind of just curl back in a way. Though this one's not as bad as some of the other ones I've had it be like. A lot of the artwork there, nice and beautiful artwork. The background, or the backing of it, shows all the types of chrono you can get. And for those who don't know, in terms like lore and stuff like that, each one of these like gives a special power to them. It's like how the masks work for like the Toa, but this time around it works like this for the Bohrok, which is kind of cool. I just always remember the one scene from the game where they unlock a power. And of course there's them popping out of the canisters there. It's the fire one though, so... kind of weird there. And of course there is the background display right there. Pull it out and it has this cool nice little background in there. The one sticker is like dual sided, and of course we have the basic instructions for most of that. It's not too complex really. You got the whole story at the back of it, and I see there he claims over, or he takes a nice little claim over Mr. Tahu there and takes over his body. And he steals his golden mask. And of course, more cool little art there. I always love all the old Bionicle art. It is kind of cool that they depicted them with all their like golden masks. Which I guess would make sense in terms of like timing and stuff like that. And of course, there's the whole like combiner model in there as well. So we're gonna put this to the side and just start dumping out pieces, because this is the joys of this whole entire thing, is me getting to dump out pieces. And that's another random thing on the desk. Dump some of this out there. Woo! Let's see if we dump all of it out here. And there we go. Hope we got more little random booklets things in here. Let's put the canister to the side right there. And let's see what this booklet is right here. Oh, this one is actually sort of like kind of sealed together in a nice weird way. See if I can open this up without damaging it. I don't think I'm going to damage it no matter what I do. They didn't really make this a nice, good, easy way to open it up, did they? Ah, no, don't rip. It wants to just rip off, and that's the worst part about it. Because I don't know if that's going to really fully open the way I was hoping it would. Nope, it's going to just keep on ripping. That's great for me. Okay, there we go. Finally opened up properly. So, as you see, we open it up. There is our cool little Bionicle scene right there. Him fighting against the original Rahi. Tahu fighting against the Rahi from the 2001 line. And of course, it's just a little miniature comic book here talking about the Bohrok. Wish that didn't rip there, but oh well. And of course, just showing off the whole little scenes of everything going around. I know for my next one to not open this up. It's kind of interesting that they just kind of threw whatever in there in a way, huh? And of course, there's all of our fun Bohrok there. There's Jala, looking as cool as always. And of course, you got Vakama there, and all the other fun Toa characters are the Matorn and Turaga, and is that the other? I don't know. We got more fun characters though. I always like the whole DC comic art style they went with the whole Bionicle universe. Which always looks really nice. And of course, there's our Toba there. We built one of them on this channel before. Anuwa right there. And of course, you got all of our fun little Bohrok there. And of course, you got the other themes at the time. And of course, more about the summer 2002 Bionicle. The Game Boy Advance game. And then all the fun little racers. Lego PC game, Lego Racers 2. I've never played that game. I played the first one a little bit, but not the second one. And of course, more fun little Technic build stuff. And of course, at the back here, you can join the Lego Club for free. Which I think I did as a child. I actually did join that whole magazine thing. I actually still have some of the magazines from that time period when I was actually a member of that fun. So, cool for me, I guess. And then, of course, I'm going to pause the video here because I'm going to go sit down and organize all the pieces. Because we got all these cool little pieces to sit down and organize. I mean, look at this cool one. It has that weird rubber texture to it. It's kind of interesting. And, of course, my favorite part about the original Bohrok is this clear little shield at the top here. Looks amazing. I really like this whole part to it. Got a weird black mark on the front of it, or sort of darkish mark or whatever. Doesn't matter much to me, though. And, of course, you got the clip that holds the Bohrok in that whole little one pose. But I'm going to sit down, organize all these pieces real quickly, and then we'll be right back in just a quick second. So, woohoo! So I am back from organizing all the wonderful, wonderful pieces. So, of course, let's start to get through the whole little build process here. So, first off, we're going to need one of these pieces right here. And we're just going to take it and place it down real quickly. And we're going to grab 3 of these sort of middle axles here. Make sure I actually sized them out properly. Yeah, pretty much I did. And then we're just going to sit down and place each one of these inside the little green little torso piece here. Pretty much 3 slots for him. Got to get it all nice and set it up for him. All set up for the Bohrok Lehvak. And once you get that all nicely set up in there, we're going to take our first little gearing piece and just slide that in. It's going to be a little loose fitting right now, but that's okay. Just kind of put it down. And of course, moving through the instructions as I'm doing this, because it's been a while since I built my last Bohrok, and I am Not that great at remembering things, to be honest. If I was great at remembering things, I would be a way better YouTuber. And of course, just plop these pretty much upwards. And then we're going to take the other fun little green body piece here. And we're just going to plop this guy right on in. And just see if we can get all those nicely organized in there. The only fun part about a lot of these Technic pins is always having to move them around a little bit. You can sort of see some of the movement already with some of the stuff here. Well, sort of. Not fully just yet, but you can see the bits and pieces of it starting to move around now. Let's see if I can... Yeah, there you go. I've seen some of the movement there. Of course, we get to move on towards the next fun little part here, which is this little thing right here. It's always fun because I'm going to have to figure out which colors, because they really do black always weird in these things. I don't know what's up with that. They always do black in such a weird shade on these little Technic build things. It always looks silver. I don't know. Something about the coloring in the instructions always looks a bit weird. Take this, and we're going to slide it through the two holes up here. And make sure you actually do line it up properly, because that is the fun of this, isn't it? Is having to sit down and get that proper line up in a way. And of course, there we go. Got our nice little neck right there, and sort of neck mechanism. Move to the next one, which I should know the part after this. I don't know why. But basically sit down, and we're going to flip this back in there, and just sandwich that all in there. So of course now you can sort of see the mechanism. And of course now if we push down on this little neck here, just wham! No rubber band yet to reel it back in though. So our fun for us for right now. It's cool to see the mechanism all sort of come together though. But make sure you do actually have it sort of all in this sort of pose right now. Because after this we have to start putting in the fun stuff. And, ooh, am I'm looking around for something. Let's see. Trying to look around, I'm like, do I have... we're going to pop one of these little ball joint pieces in there. Huh. Do I have... Am I missing a piece? I think I am. Or maybe I just didn't organize this fully properly. Check around real quickly. Make sure nothing rolled underneath. That is a very common thing that happens in this little area a lot of the time. Make sure nothing rolled around. Okay. Are we actually missing a piece? That's kind of surprising. Oh, no, we're not missing a piece. It's just in there. How did I not notice that? That is funny. See, these are what everyone comes to watch me do, isn't it? For the bloopers, the fun little bloops that I have to make. Pop that in. So we're just going to put them in the little circular hole in the middle right there. And of course you got the two pieces there. And of course we're now going to set up our whole rubber band mechanism, which is the most exciting thing for me. So our rubber band is right around this gray piece here. This gray piece has no other meaning besides just kind of just being here for rubber band purposes. And it's kind of annoying in a way because you always have to figure out a good way to take it off. I usually just use a flat head here. And I don't want to damage the rubber band, you just kind of want to gently push it around. But these rubber bands are a bit better quality than the ones that came in like the Taraga sets, where a lot of those do actually kind of dry out over time. These ones are just kind of a different texture in a way. I don't know how you describe this whole feeling. It's kind of a weird feeling to it. But all you want to do is just take one of these, and then you just want to sort of stretch it around to the other side there. And of course, there is our little piece all set up for it. And of course now, as you see, see if we can push it down a bit further. Kind of got caught in the gears right there. You do actually kind of want to push him down a little bit more than what I just did there. But yeah, see, now he just has a nice little gimmick there. This one likes to get caught up in the rubber top thing, though, doesn't it? So there is our guy. And rubber band that looks weirdly going upwards. So, guess that's the thing with this one, isn't it? Weird little rubber band. I guess I just let it shape out a little bit more over time. It has been stuck in a package for over 20 years, so I guess it's not too shocking, really. At least, and if you think about it in a sort of way. Now we get to start setting up our little fun parts here. So we're going to take this little piece and just set that in right there. And of course you want to take one of these Technic rods. Make sure I actually measure it out correctly and figure out which rod it is. See, this is the main reason why I always have the instructions in my lap, is just because I can read over them, but I will never know which like proper rod piece it will ever be. And that's like the main reason I ever keep these things out. Oh, try not to blur it out for y'all. But there we go. Plop that in there. Of course, you want to sort of middle it out a bit, because this is where we start attaching the eyes. Hoo-hoo-hoo. You know, them creepy little Bohrok eyes. Get that sort of nice evil look to them. I always like the look of the Bohrok. I don't know, something about them always just seems so menacing in a weird way. And of course, a little fun gimmick to this one is once you put the Krana in there, there's actually a way to pop open the thing and just swing them out and flap them out of there. Very cool thing to notice. And of course, we put the mysterious Krana in there. I forget which the power of this Krana is. If anyone in the comments knows, please comment it down below. Because it'll be a cool thing to do, wouldn't it? But yeah, so there's our cool little Krana mask inside there. And now we do set up the coolest part of this build to me, at least in a sort of cool whole thing to it, is the shield piece. So that's probably going to fall out. But take this little shield piece here, which I always love the look of these way more than the like other versions of the build. Or compared to like the, what was it, the Ka or whatever, is just this clear piece here. I wish like when they did the later ones, they did keep them like a bit clear in a way. I get why they did it in a sort of sense, because like you want to make them look a bit more like durable in a way. And of course having a little glass window probably isn't the most durable look in a way, isn't it? But still, I wish they kept up with some sort of clear look to it. Or like at least a colored clear look to it, I don't know. I know clear plastic does cost a bit more money than a sort of regular plastic in a way. So I guess I can't be arguing too much here. So you want to take the little teeth there, as you see out there. We take the grade pen and put it into the mouth and just set up the teeth like that. And of course what you want to do is take these little teeth and just jam them in those little holes right there. And that will create our whole little Darth Vader moment of the mask going on and stuff like that. Woo! And there we go. And there's our little beautiful boy. I mean, like, man, I love the whole look of the mask so far. That's so cool looking to me. Just like the look of it and everything. And of course, the mask is not fully secured just yet. We do actually have to sort of click it into place in a way. Which supposedly just, yeah, there you go. Just gotta push it down to click it in. And of course, there's our whole little mechanism still. And it keeps kind of wanting to slide up there, so that's kind of annoying. Don't know what's all going on with that right there. But there you go, got our cool little mechanism so far. And we're going to push that rubber band back down there, because you just like sliding up weirdly. I might have to flip the rubber band. That might be a good thing to do. I don't know. It might be a cool thing. I don't know. It's just because of how it's been in a packaging for so long, so that just probably is how it works right now. And now we get to take our two little rod pieces here and just start setting them up through the body of the whole little Bohrok here. Which, first one in. I mean, look at him. I mean, yeah, you gotta enjoy that Bohrok max sign, And there we go, got the two little Technic rod pieces in there. And of course that just creates a whole like little feet structure for him as we start getting ready for, feet and arms. But let's get into the whole build process now for those. So we're going to take all these nice little lime pieces here and just start slapping them on the pieces. That's pretty much all it is. So take it, and you just want to always have a slight fear when I'm always doing these little ball joint things. I think it's just because I've always seen so many people like break them online. So I always have like that weird slight fear to it. You do want these little toe pieces to be facing towards you while you're building it. So I guess have it like that. So there's the little leg structure. And of course you want to take one of these little black gearing pieces. Or little ball joint pieces, I guess I should say. And start assembling the first foot in there. And there we go. Put the little first foot in. Oh, get that little... It's always a bit of a pain to put these in a weird way. But there you go, got the first foot in there. I mean, look at him. He's looking really nice and sturdy. Or, well, nice and whatever the heck terminology. Looking nice and dapper in a way, I guess I should say. And then you pretty much just want to keep sort of doing that whole process. Take a little thing, and just do it for the other side. Take the other little foot here, which is just a little foot. And just wham it right in there. And then you just want to take it and just do the same whole process right there. Now, if I was better at editing, I would probably do it a different fashion, but... Oh, I did not. You do actually kind of want to like bend them in this sort of direction. You could actually like make them like that, and the legs will probably extend a bit too far around or whatever. You want to do that whole nice ball thing. So you do actually kind of want them to be just sort of this nice, this sort of direction around. There you go. Got the nice little legs there. And of course now he can easily just sit down and... Oh, can he stand? Or is he a bit too top heavy still? I know the arms actually add like a nice bit of like balance to him. Oh, there we go. He stands very nicely now. Look at him. He's doing great. He's becoming a man. Well, a Bohrok, I guess I should say. And of course, now we get to build the a bit more fun, complex one, which is the arms, which are pretty much, we're going to do the, I guess, the left side, or this basically would be my left side in the whole video right here. So we'll start off with that little fun place there. And first off, we're going to slap that piece in there. And there we go, keep it sort of upwards. And then with this one, you just want to keep it a bit downwards. And then there we go. Now while you're keeping it upwards, you just want to plop that in. Well, you gotta flip it around first. Which, I did not do it as exactly how the instruction probably would have wanted me to do this, but who cares? There we go. Look at him. He looks like he's having a cool little moment. But he is a ball-jointed man, so we just flip it around. Give it a bit of that flippity action. And I'll probably adjust his legs to be a bit more further down so he actually stands up properly while I'm doing this whole little building thing. And we just want to plop that in. Ignore random dog hair that's in this room. Jesus. Dang dog. I love her, but she sheds so much. Oh, that didn't even come out at all. Let's try popping that out real quickly. Clean that out. I guess that's the fun when you have a dog who's like part Pyrenees or whatever, and she just has so much fluff to her. Too much floof in a way. Too much floof, not enough waste, or well, not enough waste for me to keep it contained. But there we go. Got another fun little build piece right there. And of course, we just do the usual steps here. I don't know why I turned the page in the instruction manual like that was going to do anything. Like, things have changed. No, they have not. Guess, no, it's this way. It's kind of weird doing these little things sometimes. And there we go. I mean, look at him. He looks sort of dapper now. I don't know if I like the whole, like, sort of some pieces being, like, randomly, the coloring of it sometimes. I don't know. A bit weird with some of their color choice in a way. Overall, still really enjoy it though. And we'll take his little arms here. his little claw things here, which I think these are actually a bit different from the, what was that, call design. I probably should have grabbed him while making this video and compared and contrasted him. Well, I guess we could do a little cut at the end and show both of them off together. Be a whole little family reunion. So for this guy here, we're wanting, move his arm up a bit. You want this little design side towards the end of this. And just, yeah, plop that one in. Looks really nice. I do love the whole design of that. And then on this one, I'm guessing it's just doesn't matter really, huh? No matter what, it's gonna be on both sides. Huh. I never noticed that before. Oh, I did not like the sound of that one going in. That one very much... Oh well, I guess it's in there. I don't like when it makes like some snapping noises. Like I always hate that feeling where it's like, did I mess this up or whatever? And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just gonna tell me how to do the whole like ball transformation, which, as y'all know, the wonderful dudes can do a whole little transformation with their whole body. Just gotta whoop it like that. See, I'm just doing this off memory, so I'm like hopefully doing this correctly. So hopefully we're doing this all right and proper in the world. Let's see if I can get this all set up correctly real quickly. And then you want to check this wonderful little arm side here. Well, let's see if I can do this correctly, actually. So there we go. Makes that nice little rotation. Do that. And then you just rotate the hand pretty much. And then there we go. We got a nice little ball form in there. And if he had the proper Krana, he can go flying around or whatever. Or just roll pretty much. I mean, he rolls pretty nicely actually, so it works really well. And of course, you could just easily take him out of his whatever form. But before we do that, let's show off the last cool part of this whole little build here. Where you take this here. And you just snap it into the top of this. So, in my original video, it took me forever to learn how this whole little clipping thing worked out properly, which is super funny to watch, because it just shows how much I was not thinking. But you just take the clip here, and just clip it into these little ventilation holes right here, or whatever the heck you want to call them. Don't know what you would call them, really. And there you go. It just has a nice proper way of doing that. And if you probably folded him a bit more properly than what I did, he'd probably not open his head up or whatever. And there we go. Cool little guy. He just kind of does whatever. Interesting. And of course, he just pops out nice and easy. It's always such a cool way to store him like that. But I also like kind of having these guys out. And sometimes... Though to be honest, it makes it really nice to just easily pop them in and out of whatever container. So, I don't know. It's a very nice little figure overall. And of course, you do have all the other base features of this wonderful Bohrok design. Which, see if I can actually properly get this guy all back to being properly situated. So, there we go. There's our wonderful Bohrok dude here. So, of course, you do have the usual little, like, jaw mechanic there. Which is always nice. Always nice to have that in there. And, of course... Oh, it would be nice if these rubber bands would stop moving upwards in a weird sense. And, of course, you do also have the whole like, little head gimmick here, which all you have to do for this is just push the eyes down a bit. And there you go. It's going to launch out the Krana. And there you go. And the whole purpose of the whole Krana just flying out of there or whatever is so you can take your wonderful little guys here. So, for example, just take the little Taraga dude and just have it. Let's see if I can... There you go. Pop out the mask. And then just have that sort of like imagination function to it. Just wham it and just... or whatever. Of course, it's not going to land on the face or whatever, but with a little bit of imagination here, you can just easily slap that on their face and have that one scene from the Motunui online animations or whatever. Oh, he's now taken over. And that's pretty much the whole little Bohrok characters there. I always like these builds. They're always so fun. Especially love the like early parts of Bionicle where they just kind of do, like they're just this whole like little creatures that just take over the land pretty much. I don't know, something about the Bohrok is always really nice in a way in terms of the story perspective of it. I don't know, a lot of early Bionicle is just really nice in ways. So it's just really cool to have that in sort of sense. I'm going to put this all back on characters because why not? But before we do end off this video, I'm going to do one more little cut here, because I'm going to go grab the call version of this guy, and we'll compare the original to the call version. So let's do that real quickly. Okay, so we are back here now. I picked up the call version or whatever. So I'm going to make one quick correction, though, for this little video here. I already know I'm going to probably see all the YouTube comments being like, you put it in the wrong peg hole thing or whatever. But, so when you're assembling the rubber band mechanism, these little ball jointed little peg pieces here are actually supposed to go down, there, not into this little top hole here. So it makes for the actual rubber band mechanism to not get caught in the actual gearing up there. So good little warning to everyone when doing these builds. Make sure you are actually paying attention to where the little peg goes into. And I know I'm going to see like a bunch of YouTube comments being like, "Ah!" or whatever, because they had fully watched the video or whatever. That always happens. But yeah, so we got that all properly fixed up. So let's get into the actual comparison between these guys. So overall, I think I still prefer the original version over the call version here. So the original here is super colorful. I really like all the dynamic color choices they went for. In the call version, they made them sort of a bit more like armored in a way. I guess that's the feeling you can say. It's pretty much the same build. The difference is there's just now a lot more silver, which makes them seem like a bit more armored up in a way. And of course you had like the difference in just like had that whole little printing at the top or whatever. And of course their whole missions were different in the like original, the call right here, or not the call, but the original Bohrok were just awoken, and the whole like purpose was to take over Motunui. And the call guys right here were just meant to revive the original Bohrok to continue on the mission. So these guys were just meant to they're meant to be like a bit more powerful, and as you see in like the storyline, they do actually take down the Toa Nuva very easily. So it is very interesting to watch and see that in a way. And you see like how they struggle against them. But that's pretty much like storyline difference there. That's like the storyline. There's a big difference between them. Overall, in actual like builds, they are very similar. Like at most, the main difference besides the little head pieces or whatever is that the claw design actually got swapped around on these guys. Even though they're both like Lehvak types or whatever, their claws did get changed out, which is really nice. And their combiner model, I think, is different from the original Bohrok design. So it is kind of cool that they did do at least some differences with it all. But overall, it just makes them a lot more silver and makes them lose a bit more colors to it. But depending on what you prefer, just whatever Bohrok you go for. For myself, I'm just going to go aim for all the Bohrok because I actually really like these creatures. Always love the whole mix of like alien with like Transformers, like ball type thing. I don't know. There's so much cool, so many things that are really cool to me. And I also like love the ending of like the Motunui online game with these guys. So it's like one of those things where it's like moment for me. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for right now. Thank y'all for watching this video, and I'm gonna go have fun with these wonderful Bohrok dudes with their wonderful Bohrok things. So, a little bit of a wham there. And that's pretty much it. So, thank y'all for watching. See ya later. Bye! Oh, wait, before I do actually go, was there any difference between the Krana? Oh, yeah, there was a difference between the Krana. Okay, before I go, actually, the Krana on these guys were also green instead of the red coloring they went with these guys, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why I just like had that point of being like, oh wait, I need to probably check the Chrono designs. So there's small differences between the both of them, but to be honest, if you're gonna pick between whichever Bohrok, or if you just have like whatever specific, it's pretty much just up to design and what y'all like. As I mentioned before, I'm just aiming to go for all the Bohrok, so that's just my plan there. But that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye-bye. And if anyone does want to watch me build Mr. Bohrok here, just mention it down in the comments below. That's pretty much all I have to say, though, for that guy. If not, I'll build him on my own time. I don't know if people want to watch the same build 3 different times. It'll be probably like the last time I actually do a Bohrok build on camera. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for right now. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye.